Hi, it's LP. Just wanted to talk about a couple things. Still starting off, making brand new videos. Bar still isn't here. I'm trying to wait until this weekend to do a video with him, to introduce him to this channel. That was kind of long. I'm going to talk about two things. One, Tron. Tron was amazing. I saw Tron this weekend in 3D. There's only going to be three things I'm going to say about this. Number one, it is epic. It is really long. It is about 2.5 to 3 hours long. It's really freaking long. Okay, next. Two. If you're a lover of techno, see this movie, because they play techno music the entire time. Nothing but techno music. At all. Nothing but techno music. 3. It's in nothing but 3D. It's gotta be in 3D. That's what they filmed it in. You can't see it in 2D. The only thing about it is that they filmed a lot of scenes in 2D. I don't even know why. It even says it in the movie. They'll be like, okay, there was a lot of 2D scenes that were filmed, and this was on purpose. Just leave your 3D glasses on the entire movie. That was the only downside of Tron, but Tron was epic. Tron was just like, amazing. Next, I'm going to talk about something I heard at church. Yes, at church. There was apparently death by music. Let me explain this story. So there were these two guys, and they play Pokemon non-stop. So they trade and battle on Pokemon. And throughout high school, one of the dudes was just like, there's this part in Pokemon that I don't think the music sounds right. And he always wanted to be a sound writer. He was gifted. So going into college, they still stayed in touch by Pokemon, of course. Geeks always stay in touch. No offense to the geeks. I'm a geek. I'm a huge geek. But anyway. Now we're talking off topic. I lost my train of thought. Unsuccessful. Okay, so they were in college and they were still battling. And his friend lost track. These two people, they lost track of each other for a little while. And the other guy figures out that his friend died. The friend who wanted to be a sound writer. He finds out that his friend died. So he looks into it and he goes to his roommate, the guy who died, the sound writer's roommate, and he says, I want to see him where he died and stuff. So he goes, and they found him face down with his laptop and his earbuds in, and he was face down. And he looked on his computer and looked at the last file opened. And the last file opened was this music file. And the title of this music file was, I finally figured out what it was supposed to sound like. And he apparently rewrote this part in Pokemon and made it sound different. I don't know how this is possible, but he did make it sound different. And apparently, after he looked on this track that was in his iTunes, pretty sure everybody has iTunes. If you don't have iTunes, you're really stupid. Okay. Stupid. Okay. Stupid. He looked on his computer at this file, and it said played times played once. So apparently this song made him have a seizure and die. And this song is currently on YouTube. I haven't been able to find it. I've heard this story at church. I've heard it. I haven't listened to this song. I don't plan on listening to this song. This is kind of freakish. Like, you don't just make a song and just happens. And apparently I also heard that this ties in with something having to do with Japan. They came out with a new Pokemon game in Japan, and in a place called Lavender Town, in one of the old Pokemon games, the music would give you a headache and make you depressed. And the suicide rate went up 25%, I believe it was. Might have been less. I'm pretty sure it was less. But suicide rate went up when this Pokemon game came out, and they had to recall it, and just a bunch of crap. If you've heard this story, if you've seen Tron, just like my videos, subscribe. If you have any still opening up with suggestions on what I should do or I should talk about, like it, subscribe, send me a comment, send me a friend request, mail, anything. I'll be making new videos, and I'll have another video with Bar this weekend. LP out.